Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be making Kifteh or Kipteh, whichever way you pronounce it. It's the same delicious meal and I'm going to show you how I do it. You're going to start off with some ground beef, an egg, tomato paste, Italian seasoning, oregano, basil, mint leaves, 7 spices mix, black pepper, salt, smoked paprika, and cayenne pepper. You're also going to need 1 medium-sized onion that you're going to chop up and split in 2. I usually do more for my meat mix and less for the sauce. As you can see, the one on the sauce is on the right, and the one for the meat is right here with the sweet peppers that I added. We're also going to need 1 cup of washed rice. Make sure it's washed. And then half a bunch of cilantro and half a bunch of parsley, along with 5 grated cloves of garlic. We're now going to start by adding everything to a bowl and mixing it all together. You can add your meat, your vegetables, your garlic cloves, your rice. Here I'm using an egg and I'm using that as a binder. It's going to help keep everything kind of glued together and make sure nothing falls apart during this whole cooking process. And then you're just going to continue with your seasonings. Of course, I don't list measurements because I just don't go off of measurements. I literally do just more or less of what I want and what I'm craving for the day. So if I want it to be more spicy, I'll add more cayenne pepper. If I want it to be more Italian-y, I will add more Italian seasoning and basil. And to be honest, I'm not a fan of basil, but I feel like it does help in this meal. And then salt, guys, salt, eyeball it. How do you like your food? Do you like it salty? Do you not like it salty? I like my food salty, hence SodiYUM. I'm not gonna lie though, I've been a lot better with my sodium intake. Anywho, we're gonna go ahead and mix everything by hand. And so what you're going to do is just kind of mix everything together kind of thoroughly, and you should come out with something that resembles this. And then what you're going to do is get a bowl of cold water, and what that does is it prevents the meat from sticking to your hands. And you're going to grab about a golf ball size of the meat mix and start forming your shape. You can make them big, you can make them small. I chose to make my meatballs a little bit of a medium size, but you're going to continue doing that until you run out of your meat mix, and you're going to continue laying them on your pan. Once you've laid out all your meatballs, you're going to go ahead and put your pan into the fridge for at least 10 to 15 minutes. And what that does is it will keep the shape and keep them nice and firm, and it'll be so much easier to work with, and they won't fall apart while cooking. Then you're going to go ahead and have your pot. You're going to fill it up with some oil, and you're going to saute your onions and your jalapeños that we put aside. You're going to do this until they, start to sweat, and then you're going to go ahead and add some hot curry powder as well as smoked paprika. What we're doing is we're blooming the spices. The scent from these spices is going to be so powerful and so delicious, and your house will smell so freaking good. You're just going to continue doing this just for a few minutes, and then you're going to go ahead and add 1 to 2 heaping teaspoons of tomato paste. You don't want to add too much. You guys will get heartburn, I promise. Now we're going to go ahead and add our boiling water. I use between 4 to 6 cups. Not really sure. That's the most I can give you guys for a measurement. But you're going to go ahead and stir that up. Add your dried mint leaves and continue stirring. The sauce will thicken up from the tomato paste, so just continue stirring. Keep an eye on it. Then what you're going to do is you're going to add some of your cilantro and parsley that we kept on the side, along with our meatballs. You're going to take them out of the fridge and you're going to put them into the pot and stir them. You're now going to fall in love with the scent, and you're going to continue stirring just for a minute or so, and then you're going to go ahead and put it on a medium flame, putting the lid on top and letting that do its magic for about 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, you should have something that resembles this. They will float to the top once they are done cooking. So these ones are pretty much done. I'm just going to put them on a low flame for about 10 more minutes. After that, you can turn it off and serve. I like to eat mine with some mesta or homemade yogurt on the side. It is delicious. This is one of my favorite meals, and it's so easy to make, and it's just so delicious. I really hope you try my recipe. You can also make a leaner version with ground turkey and quinoa. As you can see in this picture, I've done it before in the past, and it tastes just as good. Hope you guys enjoy this. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.